Yeah.
Hey everybody, it's Tim with the Attitude for Gratitude podcast down here at 4026 Washington Avenue North. We're at Will Work for Recovery. We do the podcast every Friday night. We go live at 8 p.m. Sometimes we go a little earlier, but I will make those notifications if that's the case. We're on TikTok Live, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and trying to break into some other platforms. But we are down here at Will Work for Recovery. We have meetings every night of the week at 7 p.m. On Wednesdays, we do a men's meeting and a separate women's meeting at 5 p.m. Come on down, do that hour meeting, hang out for some fellowship for an hour or so, and then we have the big meeting at 7 p.m. Every night of the week, there's a 7 p.m. meeting. Tuesdays, there's a Well Bridie meeting. That's an Indigenous persons based meeting where we do some spiritual readings and then share. Thursday night's more of a spiritual style meeting as well with Megan. Friday is a call up meeting where you get a ticket and they call your number and you stand up and talk about what's been keeping you clean and sober. There's just all types of variety of recovery down here at Will Work for Recovery with the structured meeting every morning at 6:30 a.m. and on Sunday it's at 7 a.m. Other than that, like this is a place that it's a resource center. It's an RCO. It's a recovery community organization. We have peer recovery specialists. We have multiple different avenues of recovery down here. We have a computer room with computer classes that have started, and they continually restart. So look into that. Speak with myself, Paul, Carolyn, anyone who's of service down here can kind of get you linked in. We've always got more things that come about. Uh, we got Chucky the Soap Man down here who's making soap by the bundles. Come on down and get some. If you haven't tried this soap, like I implore you to give it a shot. Everyone who gets some always comes back for more. And Chuck's like, he's a godly man with the biggest heart of anyone I've ever met. He makes this soap and just hands it out. He does take donations, but basically, I'm always watching him just hand soap out. So it's just it's part of the different things that we do down here. Wednesday nights, there's another a recovery podcast that they've started. It's called Rule 62 with a rotating type format of open door policy. Anyone can come in and share about their stories. And Friday nights, so the night of the podcast at 8:30, Big O started Recovery Okie. Like there's just multiple things, and then Race has got the fire pit going all through the winter. He's built this big, huge, like uh, miraculous type fire pit with all these pallets around it. Just a lot of stuff happening down here. We got ping pong tables and foosball tables, and prayer rooms, and big monitors with big screen movies playing, all sorts of stuff. We have a full workout room. Come on down here, check it out. 4026 Washington Avenue North. If you're struggling, please reach out. Down 988 Intergroup or come on down. Get ready. Buckle up for the show.
Well, go to the show itself. Find the show that's playing live right now. Hey everybody, welcome back after the commercial. I think that's what I'm saying, the commercial stuff and cameras, action, camera, lights, all that stuff. Hey, it's me, Tim. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Thank you for listening to the 3 minute commercial. But that gives me time to share to all those little pages, the recovery out loud and blah blah blah, all that stuff. And we're grateful you're here. And real quick before I even get started, is next week we're gonna have a guest host, Kevin. He is the house's musician. I don't know what I should call him, but he's the dude on Friday nights that plays the guitar and sings his music. He's amazing. He's been on the show once or twice before. He's got a great story. I put the show in good hands. I'm crossing my fingers. I hope he'll do just fine. And I'm counting on you guys to keep the questions coming or whatever. And it's going to be open door when he's doing it. So if you'd like to come on the show, hop on down here right after the big meeting. Hop on in here and share some of your experience, strength, and hope. And when you come into this room, you will keep your phone on silent and you'll not let it play out loud.
Crazy.
What? Did I?
Yeah.
So, real quick, the way you spell my guest's name is how?
LA capital RIE.
Oh, it's like French or something?
I don't know.
I don't know. All right, enough of me. You guys got enough of me. We're going to do like this and switch that camera back up and do this weird view like this.
Oh, that's tight.
And Bingo, bango, wingo, wango. Oh, you know what? I can get everyone now that you guys are sitting there. I can do like this. Real professional around here.
You're so bougie now.
Bougie and doogie. Oh, look at this. Look. There's all my guests right there. And I'm going to get rid of that thing that says attitude for gratitude for everybody. So you don't got to see that. And it's not covering Lare's face. Lare. All right, you know what? It shouldn't be me over here telling you guys someone's name. What it should be is them. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, everybody. And let's start this with some introductions. Who are you, young lady?
My name's Lare, and I'm an addict and alcoholic.
Say your name one more time.
My name's Lare, and I'm an addict and an alcoholic.
And who are you, young lady?
I'm Jocelyn, and I'm an alcoholic.
Welcome to the show, both of you, and thanks for stepping up last minute, and thanks for coming back for the rescheduled show. One more day, and we might have had another weather call, huh?
Right?
She was scheduled to be a guest probably about a month and a half ago when we had that like 30, 40 below zero weather. I didn't even have a show. I didn't have like 3 in a row shows, but they're back here all in God's time. It all works the way it's supposed to. What I need you guys all to know is that this is an interactive show. So throughout their stories and any topics that get brought up, feel free to put some comments down there. Feel free to put some questions down there. My number is going across the bottom. So if you want to stay anonymous, you can reach out to me directly. I will do my best to get to your questions. Other than that, like before we even start, like if you're struggling, you can come on down to We'll Work for Recovery tonight. Big O's got karaoke going. There's still about 70 people in there. It's turned into a really big event. It's fun. If you've been down here, you know it's a blast. Dan, I can tell you this much right now, and Josh, they're missing you guys down here. Dan, they want some monsters. Whatever, it is what it is. I really just want to sip one of the monsters. But here's the thing. Where's Kim?
Yeah.
This is the women of Just Hope. And there's a one woman and man missing, but that's all good. I never reached out to her. That falls on me, not her. I think I need to do better. John, just, do better, Tim. Let's do this. Tell me about yourself. You start with telling me you know what? No. First question I always ask people, how long you been coming to Will Work for Recovery?
3 years.
Do you remember that very first time you walked into Will Work for Recovery on the other side?
Yeah, I heard about the meeting, and I think I walked. My sober house was like a mile away, so I walked down by myself, and it was Tim, kind of bald head.
Yep,
was
stanky.
walking in, and I'm like, "Is this a meeting?" He's like, "Yeah, come in." And I had never been to a meeting like this before.
Less than 2 minutes. Look,
I went, yeah, literally.
you had never been to a meeting?
No, not like this.
Okay.
Like very structured and
Yep.
So.
So, how would you explain Will Work? Oh, you know what? Nope, good enough. When's the first time you've been to Will Work for Recovery?
Actually, it was a couple of years ago. Was one meeting, and it was in like the side room, and so I had no idea about the big area
really?
back here. Yeah, no idea. It was just a woman's meeting, and my ex at the time went into the men's meeting, and he was like, "You're not gonna like this place." And this place, I would love this place. And he was just like, "No, this is exactly where you would shine." So
He was hating.
yeah, so I just a couple months ago, I just walked in here for karaoke and just have been coming back and trying to bring people to do it.
How would the two of you explain this to someone who's never been here? Like, and just your own thoughts on it. Like, if you had to, like, someone's like, "Hey, what's that Will Work for Recovery place all about?" How would you explain it?
That's crazy that you say that, because one of my friends reached out to me like 2 hours before the meeting and had never been here before. And she showed up tonight and she like actually asked me that question. And I told her that it's a meeting that's really fun, that has a lot of fellowship, and there's a lot of newcomers that come, and there's a lot of people. It's like really high energy.
I love that because that's so true. And for me, this place has been such a great place for me to be uncomfortable.
Nice.
I've been so uncomfortable throughout my recovery, and being able to be uncomfortable in such a safe place and let my weirdness kind of find a home.
Welcome home.
So yeah, thank you.
Angel, you want to flip that switch down? We got to set the ambiance, baby.
Hell yeah.
All right, yeah, we getting our cameras back. All right, and look at this, even candlelight.
About to get romantic.
Hey, my girl's watching. No, I'm just, all right, no, cool. I want to get that out the way because everyone's got their own take on Will Work for Recovery, and I know like Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays are jam packed. Like there was over 100 people tonight, and I know last week a girl had an anxiety attack. Like some people, if big crowds is an issue for you, come on a Tuesday or Thursday to get acclimated to this place. But then, like she just shared, like this is a great place to get uncomfortable. It's a great place. Look, here goes the bouncer. Hey, we got a show going on. Lare, tell us about yourself. Tell us about your journey. Tell us your experience, strength, and hope, if you don't mind.
Hell yeah. My name is Lare. I'm an alcoholic and addict. I've been clean for a little over 3 years. I moved out here right after inpatient. I'm gonna kind of like speed through this because I want to
You're
get.
good. It's your story. Go on.
I am from Wisconsin. Grew up on the res. My parents are both addicts, alcoholics. My dad got clean when I was a teenager, though. But addiction runs really heavily in my family.
You grew up around it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There would be like periods of like, no abstinence, but I wouldn't really say recovery. Does that make sense?
Yep. 100%.
Yeah. And so I ended up moving off the res, started getting into drugs and stuff like that. Well, not really like heavy drugs, but started partying.
Marijuana.
Yeah,
Pills.
Yeah, literally. And
Did I hit it on the head?
yeah. And then in my teenage years, I started like experimenting, with different drugs and, hallucinogenic stuff like that. Anything really, honestly. I got into an abusive relationship really young with my son's dad. I ended up moving away. I joined the Army and I moved away to go to basic and stuff like that. And I ended up getting kicked out for doing drugs in the Army. And at the time, I still didn't think I was an addict. I came home, and like one thing about like rural areas is that what everybody's doing in the cities in terms of like drugs and what's hitting the cities doesn't hit like reservations till like later on.
Right.
So in the meantime of me being gone to the Army, like pills start hitting the reservation, meth start hitting. So when I came back, that's what everybody was doing. I started doing that, like doing perks and pills and stuff like that with my son's dad. Ended up getting married and having my son, and ended up leaving that situation because it was really toxic and unhealthy. And this was like around the time that COVID had hit. I got an apartment in Green Bay, and which is like 45 minutes away from my reservation. And I started like, that was when my addiction really, really took off. Because I started meeting people and I started doing like meth and heroin and fentanyl, like really heavy down there. I ended up having my daughter during, like after COVID had hit, and I just eventually graduated to like shooting up and, different things like that. Drinking heavily. I ended up getting my kids taken away in July of 2022. And, I really like self-loathed on that after they were taken for probably about a good 6 months.
Well, like a boohoo poor me type deal, or
More, yeah. Well, I mean, I was really depressed that they were taken, and I was in the peak of my addiction. Like I was in rock bottom. Like my rock bottom was not an isolated incident.
that like fueled your addiction.
Yeah. And and I just remember feeling so like helpless, and you know what I mean? And like, I couldn't get my kids back. I couldn't stay clean enough, long enough to get my kids back. And I was shooting up at that time. And, like it was such an adjustment for me not to have them, even though I wasn't the best mom, even when I had them, and I knew that it was probably the best thing for them. And I just couldn't pull myself out of it. But I was also living in the same house that I trapped out. you know, trying to get clean in the same house that my kids were taken from and that my house got raided in, and trying to like get clean in that same environment, and it just did not work for me. And I kept overdosing.
Fentanyl.
Yep. Drinking a lot and like drinking to black out. Like that's one thing, is that like when I would drink, I could never be social. My mom even was like, Lare, there's people that drink to blackout and people that drink to be social. And like, you can't do that. I was like, well, dude, like, what's the point if, you know what I mean? But throughout that time, I kept overdosing. And finally, I overdosed in front of my daughter and my mom. My grandma had taken my daughter the first time that they were taken. And I like manipulated her and convinced her that I was clean and let me take like a overnight with her that CPS didn't know about, you know. And so she brought her down. I ended up overdosing in front of them. And I remember like coming to getting Narcan by the cops, going to the hospital, and then going to jail. And when I finally came home, because it was like, I don't know, a couple days, my mom was like traumatized from it, you know. And I didn't even like feel bad about it. Like I knew that like a normal person, like that's really traumatic and fucked up. And like I really didn't even, I knew that I should feel fucked up, but I didn't. I really couldn't feel anything. And at the time, like, and I even remember telling my mom this stuff, like I used to do drugs to feel happy and to feel like something, but it got to the point where they weren't working. And it was like I was basically doing them just not to be sick.
Right.
But it wasn't like I had completely like depleted freaking all my.
It turned into that nasty ass rat race circle of it's just turned into not getting sick and you cared about nothing else.
Yeah. And I remember like even like the first couple days after my kids were taken, just like that hopeless fucking feeling. Like my mom would leave to work and she would call my friends, even though they were like using friends like to come and watch me and sit with me so I wouldn't overdose.
Yeah, she was scared because she saw what you went. Yeah. All right.
And I would just sit at a table like this and speedball and nod out and wake up and cry and shoot up meth and wake up and just over and over again. From the time my mom went to work at 2 to the time she came home at 10. And I'd wake up and it'd be like getting dark out. I'd be like, okay, a couple more hours till like my mom's home and somebody's around. And I did probably for weeks, you know? And I finally, like after I overdosed, I was gonna get evicted from my house because I had so many police contacts there that I was gonna get evicted. So I'm like, you know what, like I keep overdosing. I'm not happy. I've already lost my kids. There's nothing more that I can really lose other than my life. You know, and it's like I hear people talk about like it comes to a point in your addiction where you like look at yourself and like, is this really like who I've become? Like, is this really the type of mom that I am, or the type of person, the type of woman that I am? You know, and and I was just ready. I was like, you know, let's just, and I was scared, dude. Like I was scared. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't know where to start, but I knew that was what I wanted because I was like, I'm just going to take a leap of faith here. And if it doesn't work out, like as messed up as it sounds at the time, I still had reservations. And I was like, if it doesn't work out, I know that this shitty ass life is still here. If it don't work out, you know?
Right.
And so I freaking used all night, packed to jump on the plane, and I went to the airport and I flew from Green Bay to Canton, South Dakota, and I went to Keystone Treatment Center, and it's like a Native American based treatment center.
Did like insurance or the tribe pay for it type deal?
So not the tribe I'm enrolled in, but a neighboring tribe.
Nice.
Oneida Behavioral Health. Shout out to Oneida Behavioral Health.
Big shout out.
And I don't even know if they fund it anymore, if they still send you to Keystone. But at the time you went and you did a comp, I think it was a comp. And I remember my grandma, I was so fucked up, still like straight in my addiction. My grandma drove me to get my comp done. And they did it. And they're like, okay, well, you're going to leave next Friday. We'll get you your plane ticket. Da, 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 da. I'm like, okay, you know, so I'm not even enrolled with them, but they helped me. It was amazing. So I flew out there and I went out there on 2/3/23. So February 3rd of 2023 was the day that I got clean. And I went out there for 45 days.
That's your sober date?
Yeah. 2/3/23. I know. I didn't realize that till like couple weeks in. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I stayed out there for 45 days. And it was an amazing experience because there was a lot of different Native American tribes,
Tradition.
women.
Were they doing a lot of
Yeah.
the traditional stuff too? Did they do any sweats?
They
And
did sweat. They did sweat, not like every day or
But-
like even every week. I think I went to one while I was out there.
Right.
But it was super cultural. We got to smudge, and we had like different Native American speakers that were in recovery come in and speak. And like my counselor was this Native woman. She was really nice too, and she like gave me different readings, and we read some of the Wellbriety book, and and I really got to like get in touch with that aspect to me, or like really not like just kind of tap into it, just scrape the surface of like my culture and reconnecting with that.
Right.
And so I was nearing graduating there, and I'm like, okay, what am I going to do now? Like, I can either stay out there.
Did you end up losing the house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And before I left, I told my mom, I was like, because she was staying there with me at the time.
Okay.
I'm like, hey, I'm going to lose this house in the next couple weeks. I'm going to be gone to treatment. If you can get a storage, save all this shit, cool. If not, cool. Like, I was
You
literally
were at
like,
that point, like,
yeah, I'll lose it all.
Was this like they talk about in a book, like it's called a jumping off point, but like when you went away, was it a relief?
Yeah,
It was.
it was. It really was, because I feel like I was so. They talk about like the gift, like desperation is a gift.
Yeah.
And it really is, because until you reach that point of desperation, there's nothing that I wasn't willing to do.
The gift.
I literally was so like willing to fucking do anything. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Willing
you
to
know
do
what? I forgot
anything.
to have the conversation, and I'm gonna bring you back to what you're talking about, but we do have a change of lifestyle. I'm
Yeah.
not on here to say you can't swear. What I'm gonna say is like, how do you want people to see you nowadays?
Yeah.
And
no,
then that's like a
exactly.
little
Yeah.
serious though.
Yeah.
That's you cursed a few times, but listen, we had this issue once before, and someone was telling their story and tears, and like you heard what you've already shared about your children, like ODing in front. How the hell am I gonna come in and be like, hey, don't say that one word while you're sharing your heart? Like,
Yeah.
nah, but it's however you want to be seen. Like, that's who
Yeah.
we are today. But I'm way worse than you just was. Like, so just whatever. So back to what you're sharing. Sorry, I forgot to have the conversation earlier.
No, you're fine.
But go ahead. Like, you told your mom, listen, I'm gonna backtrack a little. You told your mom, like, hey, everything, whatever happens to it, happens to it. You're going away, and like you have this gift of desperation right now because life had turned to shit.
Yeah.
Like it just was.
Absolutely.
And like growing up, you said you had seen, you'd seen using stuff, but nothing like what you was getting into, I imagine. Like
oh no.
people shooting dope and ODing and whatever.
Mhm.
Like your life was, I'm trying to figure out like where your head was at, what you just said. Like it was one of those things like I have nothing else to lose type deal.
Yeah, exactly. Like I had already lost my kids. I was losing my apartment. Like I literally, it was so raw, and I had like nothing left but like
To go
a
up.
small
Shit.
a small hope that it was gonna work out.
Yeah.
I had nothing left but a suitcase, the clothes on my back, a fucking hot mess jumping on the plane. And I'm like, but there was something that I was like, if this works out, it's gonna be amazing. And if it doesn't, I don't know, but I'm willing to take my chances.
Like, do you have a belief in your higher power, your creator, or whatever? Do you have a belief?
Absolutely.
Like, throughout any of this time, was there any spiritual experience you had up until this point that brought you to where you're at?
Absolutely. A couple of them actually. And I feel like God, my creator, really guided me even throughout my addiction. But I was really like ashamed of the person that I was, the state I was in, to really like have that connection with my higher power.
Mm-hmm.
But there's just little certain things that even not like my intuition and coincidences are just as strong in my recovery as they were in my addiction.
That kept you safe for the
yeah, kept me safe. Just little off the wall stuff, people, a lot of people that God just would put in my path that would keep me, that would just stop by with Narcan, and then I would be overdosing and they would never stop by my house.
Right.
Like just little weird things, little
that
weird
you now
things.
know, like you even knew then. But
Yeah,
so you do have a faith. Like,
absolutely.
how does that faith play into your recovery today?
I don't think that I can't say that. Hold on, let me
Mm-hmm.
reiterate that. For me, in my own personal experience, my recovery wouldn't be the same, if not non-existent, without my faith. Like I don't know, I'm gonna tap into a little bit.
I got
something.
teeth. I got
Yeah.
look at Kleenex on the other side of your purse.
No,
Do you,
Um,
boo boo?
having faith, like I'm gonna tap into some steps a little bit, right? So like for me, like
share. Come on.
you know, like when it
John's getting
talks
hard
about
or-
faith,
John's getting excited. You a big book guy. Like she said,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get into some steps. John perked up, like, yeah.
right? Like when it
Come on.
talks about, you know, like I want to say it's we agnostics, right? And it's talking about like faith, like and really, like you've always been a creature of faith. I've always been a creature of faith. Did I not have faith that if I did my comp at Oneida that they were going to help me? That's an act of faith. Did I have faith that in anything? Do I have faith that when I turn my phone on, it's going to turn on? Do I have faith that, you know what I mean? That it just little things and even non-living things, you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
objects and people. Do I have faith that angel will show up? So I am capable of having faith.
Mhm.
We all are, you know.
I like that you preceded that final statement with the things you were saying. Like I had faith, my phone's didn't turn on when I powered up. Like that comparison. Like, and you're right. Everyone does have a form of faith.
mhm.
It might not be the same as mine, but everyone does.
But yeah, so like if you're capable of putting it into objects and people, it only extends. It can extend to your relationship with your higher power. Just the same, you know. And so it took time though to learn my connection with my higher power. But growing up on the reservation in a spiritual family, you know, is that I always knew that my higher power was there. I think that I went in stages where I was too ashamed to try to have a relationship, or I knew that I wasn't living right, and I felt like, I don't know, in a weird way, it was like disrespectful of me.
It makes sense.
Yeah, you know. It really steered me away from doing cultural things because I knew I was under the influence, and that's like frowned upon. You can't touch sacred objects when you're under the influence, so I wouldn't smudge, wouldn't touch eagle feathers, wouldn't touch my regalia for years, you know, and those are really sacred, sentimental items. And then so at the time of graduating, I'm like, I can either go stay in North or South Dakota, or I can go back to Wisconsin, which I didn't want to do, or I could come out here. And I have some family out here.
In the cities here?
Yeah, I
Okay.
have 2 uncles and a cousin who's like my age, and I grew up with her. And so I'm like, I think I want to go to Minneapolis because I used to come out here as a kid and come visit my family and stuff like that. So like I kind of had a little bit of a connection out here. And it was close enough that I could travel back home and see my kids, but far enough that like nobody knew me, you know, and I could like start over. So I moved out here and I got into fellowship recovery for outpatient. Yeah. Oh my God. I ride or die so bad. Shout out to Margie Pierce. I love her so much. She's my sponsor. I love her.
Nice. I imagine you're listening to Margie, right? Because you shared it with her.
No, she's out of state. She's on vacation. Right
Did
now.
you know the internet goes everywhere? No, but she's on vacation.
Yeah, I don't want to bother her. She's on vacation. I'll tell her about it though.
That's all good.
But I love her so much. And anyway, so I got into fellowship recovery for outpatient, came out here, and I just like had this hunger to like want to stay clean because I remember being an inpatient. I'm like, I'm gonna go to the city. I'm gonna go find meetings. I'm gonna go to treatment. I'm
You
gonna
found
do
some
all
excitement
this.
in it.
Yeah,
Hell
I was
yeah.
really
Hell yeah.
pumped up about it. Like I was like, once that like leave turned over, I was like, okay, we're gonna do this. Like once I got a couple weeks in inpatient, I was like, okay, let's do this. And once I got accepted into sober living out here, I was like, let's do this. So I came out here and I got into outpatient and I started going to meetings and started getting close to the girls in my house. And then I met him like right off the bat.
Yeah. Hang on. Yeah. They only us headphones can hear it, but you heard it, right?
Yeah.
All right, good.
So
So you met Angel and he just right away 13th or no, it's not called that. Right away you guys had a connection.
yeah, that's better. That's a nice.
I'm
way
just
of
being a
saying it.
smart ass. Hey, listen, things work out the way they're supposed to. And
I just want to say I love how everyone thinks like he 13 stepped me and it
I
was
already
totally
know the
me.
deal. I know.
It was totally me.
We talked
was
about that
like-
once. Well, you weren't in the room,
Yeah.
but You took advantage of my boy Angel, okay?
I did.
I
And
know.
he did not put up a fight though, whatsoever. Like I was like, that's the one I want. I'm on that. And the rest is history.
But he
No,
made
just
you
kidding.
wait like a week at least, right? No, I'm joking. So here's the thing though about that is when it comes to relationships or whatever, like, yeah, shit goes sideways. You don't need recovery to have a relationship go sideways.
Yeah.
Like we move on and we start doing self or whatever, and like things have worked out apparently, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's crazy because it's like neither of us, I don't think either of us really knew what we were doing. Like trying to have a healthy relationship. But
Was it both of your? Was it legit? Like, and I can speak from experience. Like, it was both of your guys' first time in a healthy relationship,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
In an unusing relationship, in an abusive relationship, and
Right. That's weird. Like I used to share. I still share about. It's like this is the first time I'm ever in a relationship where I'm honest.
yeah.
Like, you know how foreign that shit was,
Right.
To like not lie, and that's in life too. Like
Mhm.
I got in recovery and did my damnedest to stop lying, and like
Yeah.
I don't know. I
'Cause
haven't
we
even
work
wrecked
an
her
honesty
credit.
program.
Like,
Yeah.
Like, I haven't used her. I haven't messed her credit up at all. Like
Right.
that's that recovery shit. All right,
That's growth.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
pat myself on the back for not wrecking a girl's credit. Nice.
Yeah.
Woo.
Progress.
That takes a lot, bro. It does take a lot.
Hey, well, and that's what you do your whole life. Yeah, it does because that's what you're used to doing to people. Whatever. All right.
Yeah.
That's sidetracking. So your recovery journey though, it's been like, tell me about like, how, do you still are you involved with recovery? Do you just come once?
Absolutely.
Tell me about
dude.
it. Prove
Okay,
it.
so after I graduated outpatient, I became a house manager for Fellowship Recovery for a women's house literally like right up the road. And I house managed there for a year. But in that year, I worked at 1800 Chicago Detox as a tech, in the withdrawal management. I got my peer recovery specialist certification. I got my kids back. Dude,
Hey,
yeah.
that's a biggie. Getting the kiddies back.
I did sober softball and chaired meetings and went to conventions and went to powwows and everything, dude. Like everything I could possibly do.
You've
you know?
done.
Yeah. And I really like engulfed my whole life in recovery, you know. So like houseman doing all that, like my whole day consisted of being in recovery, being around people or newcomers,
Right.
people early in recovery.
What
And
was
I
the name of the place? Fellowship. What?
Fellowship Recovery.
This is where everyone's like, fellow. What were you guys all chanting about? Oh, shout out. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And sorry.
No. And then so after, you know, doing that for like about a year, the company asked me if I wanted to come and be the assistant director of housing and run all the houses, right? So I
Look
was
at
like,
you.
Yeah. So I was
They
like,
asked you that with what? What'd you have? A year?
a year and a half.
Damn.
Yeah. And so I jumped on that and I was supposed to come on as the assistant. And within like 2 months, I became the director.
Nice.
And so I started running 9 sober houses, actually 9.
Oh,
And
women, all women.
no.
Oh.
Okay, so
You sitting next to a boss.
men's, women's, singles, women,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, mom's houses with kids
Nice.
and dad's houses with kids too. Yeah.
And you had your peer recovery specialist.
Yeah.
Like, do you still do that?
No, it's
Yeah,
I
okay.
kind of after I transitioned to like the housing part, I didn't have the time for it, and plus I felt like it's kind of a conflict of interest to. I wouldn't feel right ethically trying to bill for a client that I'm already getting paid to be the housing
I get
director
it.
for.
Yep,
So
yep.
I really stepped away from CPRing, but I had a good experience while I was doing it, you know, and
Nice.
just.
So there's this thing that I know your other half. I almost said better half, but I'm not talking to Angel. So your other half, you get it? I'm saying that she was the better half. All right, making sure.
Makes sense, but it's like
So your other half,
they're
like
equal, so it
he's-
don't make sense.
he's really, yeah. You guys are on a like she's here and you're like here. I mean, you were talking about like there's this thing called Just Hope, and you knew we were gonna get into this because we
Yeah.
got 2 of the founders in here right now.
Yes.
And I was asking you, like, because I was gonna call this show like the Women of Just Hope, but
Mhm.
Kim's not here, and also like that doesn't mean anything except what were you trying to?
Shut up, my girl Kim.
Yeah, I hope you're still listening, Josh. So no, I was like, you women are just hope, and I'm like, you guys are really involved. And then you proceeded to explain something to me, which you can tell us now. Like, how involved are you, or is that just his thing, or is that just you? So, tell us.
So
about it.
in terms of events, the events that Just Hope
Oh wait,
puts on,
can you
at the
explain
Ghost-
what is Just Hope?
Just Hope is a nonprofit RCO who help people who are struggling with addiction and homelessness and incarceration.
All eyes were on you, and no one was like, "Hey, wait, you missed something." Slammed up there. Where's the mic?
She was under the. She had the pressure on there.
Yeah, I just feel like this. So no, say again, Just Hope is a nonprofit organization that they're a 501c.
501c3.
Yep. You guys are an RCO now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like balling out, doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been an RCO. I believe the last time we were on the show, you guys were talking about just trying to obtain it. And well, listen here, guys.
2 years, man.
If I cover it on your suck a dick, like I'm the only one not on camera, so if I do it high enough, you can see me. This hand doesn't even work. There's my middle finger. Like that's as straight as she goes. All right, enough about me. So, what do you be doing with? What do you do with Just Hope?
So in terms of like the events that they put on, I show up, I'm involved, I've spoke at, one of their events. But in terms of the outreach, just because it lands on a weekend and I have the kids and the kids aren't allowed to really go do outreach, right? Because it can become a liability and a safety issue, which I completely understand.
You guys are
right?
down at Tentville and like on the no, you don't even have to go into depth.
So I went out to outreach with them a couple times, and when I can, when I don't have the kids, I do. But I also really like that too because it gives Angel an outlet to do his own thing.
I like how you said that earlier. Like it gives Angel his outlet. Like so this is healthy for your relationship too.
Absolutely. And so I've watched them from the very beginning when this was just like an idea, and watching them grow and really like make this thing come to life. And watching like the struggles, like the wins and the struggles and everything in between. And all I can do is support him and actually support all of them.
Right.
You know what I mean? And continue to show up and watch them kind of figure this thing out. But I also was like, and I say this all the time, right? And we didn't really know how to do this in the beginning, or at least I didn't. Like in the beginning of our relationship was like how to be individuals and be my own person in recovery.
Yeah.
Right. Like that I went through a stage where I was super codependent, right? And we were a little bit toxic in the beginning, because we're trying to figure this out. Like how do I be a woman or a partner I've never been before? How does he be a partner he's never been before? Right.
But do recovery.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I think I cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I think that's a big thing. And I personally, when you get into a relationship with someone else who's in recovery, and I'm just speaking from my own journey, it's like that is a hurdle because of like I can speak for me, like the codependency. I was gonna say like everyone dealt with codependency before recovery. Mine was, you know what I'm saying? Like mine was some drugs and other women in the wrong ways, but getting into a relationship and not being codependent was a hurdle on its own. And then making, all right, my recovery's got to come first, or I wouldn't even have this relationship. Yeah. Got to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
But I love this person and I want to put them right here. I don't know how people get through it. A lot of times they don't. Times they don't.
Absolutely. And I think
I know. Hey, listen, no, it's not uphill. It's not uphill. Like honesty, I think is a big key in communication. So you said, go ahead. Come on.
I love communication.
Yes.
I really pride myself on communication. It's something that I wasn't always the best at. But like when we first started out in our relationship, right? There was a lot of growth and a lot of uncomfortable conversations that we had to have and a lot of self-reflecting and a lot of like boundaries and different things like that. And it's for probably the first year and a half, right? Literally. Boundaries without being followed.
What the fuck?
Right. Oh yeah, John does, of course. But and there was like a slowly a shift that happened where like we started to figure it out. and we continue to like figure it out. And now I feel like we're in a good place in our relationship.
Back up just a little.
Yeah. In our
Because now I got
relationship-
this. This is where we're on now. This one. There
Oh.
you go.
In
You
our
guys-
relationship,
yep.
and like to where we're fully supportive of one another, but we let each other be individuals. There's meetings that I go to by myself. There's meetings that he goes to by himself. I work with a sponsor. He works with a sponsor. And then we do stuff together as a family. Like
Yeah.
we know what we need when we need it, and he encourages me to like. There was a point where he was like, "Hey, like, I think that you benefit from reaching out to like some strong women in recovery because I can't help you with everything
Right.
and be your only support." And I was like,
Yeah.
you're
Ooh,
right.
Angel?
Yeah.
This boy got gems he be keeping on the
No,
wall.
literally. But like that was the best thing that he could have done for me, because it really pushed me to get out of my codependency on him, because in our relationship, like for a while, it was like I was just his girlfriend. That's all people knew me as.
Yep.
And I would get so mad, but like it's not a bad thing. But like I
You
became,
need to be your person too.
yeah, and I became my person throughout that time when I started like being strong in my own recovery, and also working the steps really helped me.
Yeah.
There's literally a
Share
chapter.
that shit.
There is literally a chapter, 2 wives, that really helped me out. And so it's just like it's a process, but like we learn how to take care of the kids, and all right, what do you got to do this week? Well, I got to speak here, I got to do outreach here, I have to show up here, I got to do, okay, well, I got to go to
I
this
get
meeting
to.
Yeah, I have the opportunity to, which I'm very
Hey.
grateful for.
Wow.
Yes.
So I do want to say this real quick too,
Mhm.
and this goes like coming from the streets or coming from we'll just use your experience that you shared about, so anyone out there listening can understand what I'm about to say. Is like you get people that have went through that type of trauma and that type of life, and then they get clean and they link up with another person who's had that type of them hurdles, and they get clean and they end up together, like with communication and honesty, like the powerhouse that can turn into.
Absolutely.
Like it is. I mean, and I'm just like, I don't know. That communication piece, I think, is the biggest for me.
yeah.
Like I always say it, like with communication, there's nothing we can't get through. There's nothing. As long as we
absolutely.
communicate and stay honest and have a reliance on whatever.
Mm-hmm. No, we had to have some uncomfortable conversations where I was just like, look, let's call a spade here. Like, let's just get down to it. And like, hey, I notice this is how this is making me feel. And I don't know if it's actually you, or it's my past
That's dope.
things talking, or I don't know if this is a you thing or a me thing, but when I figure it out, I'll come bring it back to you. Or like, hey, I think we need to really talk about this. Or like, there's different things where he's like, hey, like you know what I mean? Like we're not afraid to like, not call each other out, but like
Accountability.
yeah. But first is like the main thing is you can't express to another person what you're feeling unless you can regulate your emotions and kind of identify them first.
Right.
So like I can't go to him and be like, well, I'm feeling like this or this without kind of sitting with myself first.
Mhm.
And we've had to like,
That's fucking.
yeah.
Hey, one.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I knew women had that in them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. But no, like, listen, what? Well, I'm gonna like to reiterate. She just said straight up, like, before I take something to someone else, not him, to someone else about an issue I have, like, I better make sure I'm right with self and I know how I'm truly feeling here before I come and explode on something else or come at you in a type of way before I even got my ducks in a row type shit.
Yeah.
And I could use that. Me,
Yeah.
not just a woman. Like, I
Anybody
think that's a
can.
great thing for any human. Like,
Absolutely.
get your shit right. Know what where your
Right.
feelings are at or how you're truly feeling.
Right. Because I
Yeah.
don't want to like project things onto anybody, whether that's him or in my job.
She
My
said all
job's
these
really
key-ass
helped me with that,
words,
too.
like,
You know, absolutely. And but I wasn't always like this in the beginning. I wanted to be
Yeah,
crazy.
you
and
said something about
toxic and all that.
toxicity. Like,
Well, it was like, no, I wanted to act up and I wanted to like cause chaos and I wanted to like do all these things and I wanted it to be like super yeah, I wanted to self-sabotage and it was like I want to start stuff because I want to rile things up and see how much you're going to like fight for me, which is actually really unhealthy.
very unhealthy.
Yeah, but like I didn't know that about myself. We had to go through these things, you know, and
Angel, how was that for you? Yeah, he's a good man.
No, really.
So Leo said, much love to you guys. I'm so proud of what you guys are doing. Keep doing it. What's up, Angel and John? Love you guys. Leo G.
Love you, man. Love you.
That was just showing respect, talking about you girls. Like, love you so much, girls.
Absolutely.
Yeah, nice.
Leo's cool.
Charlie. Love me some Tim. All right, so I love you, Charlie. So what this is like, you kind of told your story. What's been like the biggest hurdles for you? What have been throughout this whole process, like something that sticks out for you, like big hurdle that you had to get over, that you did get over?
Like emotionally or physically?
Big hurdle.
I meant like in a like
in this last 4 years. What's been like the
uh,
biggest hurdle?
I think trying to be a mom again was probably one of the hardest ones. Not only did I have to jump through hoops to get them back, I had 4 CPS workers at one time. I had one in Green Bay in Brown County where they were taken. I had an ICWA worker from my res because we're enrolled. I had a Hennepin County worker out here, and then I had an ICWA worker out here.
Damn,
So I had to answer
hoops too.
Yeah, so I had 4 workers I had to answer at any time, right? And go take UAs. I would travel back, and it's 4 hours there.
And what, you have 2?
Yep,
two kids.
And you'll see them running around
Right?
here.
Yeah,
You know?
no, I have. They're playing with the cat earlier.
And there's times where I would literally go up on a Friday, pick them up, bring them to the city, bring them back on Sunday, where I was traveling back and forth while trying to work and house manage and just to get in a visit, because in order to get your kids back, you have to have like so many visits, so many unsupervised visits, so many overnights, and then they do like the in-home trial. So it was like, because I was far away, I couldn't just get in a visit all the time. So it took about a year. I got my daughter back when I was 13 months clean. I got my son back 2 months later. But that was super hard, and I share about this all the time because like when my kids were taken, they were small. My daughter was just a baby. My son was 3. My daughter was 1. My son was 3. And when I got them back, yeah, literally. And they knew who I was, but like I was completely relearning them. I didn't know what size shoe they wore, what their favorite food was, what they didn't like, what their favorite color. I didn't know anything, so I had to completely relearn them. And I had never been a sober single mom before, because even though we were in a relationship like that, me getting his back was kind of my own experience by myself. And
were you ever deterred during this time though? Like, was there ever the days where you're just like, this ain't worth it?
I think early on there was times where I was overwhelmed, and I knew that it was worth it. Stop doing it. Sorry.
Here, I got fidget spinner.
I'll let talk about communication. I'm like, no, I was kidding, just being me. No. But there was plenty of times where I was just like, I think I wasn't seeing the benefits and not getting my kids back right away, right? Especially as a house manager, where I would see girls get their kids back right away, and I'd be like, man, dude, like I've been doing everything I'm supposed to. Why won't this happen for me? Like where are my promises at, dude? Like I would get upset, but it happened when it happened. I'm grateful that it did, because for that first year, I really laid the foundation for my recovery. So that way, when I got my kids back, I was a lot more solid than if I would have got them back at 30 days. Like, I don't know. Who knows?
No, this is where I do believe in, like, it happened in the time it was supposed to happen. Like, something made it happen when it was supposed to happen.
Absolutely. And I really think it was so that way I could kind of solidify everything out here before they came.
What do you say to that mom who's sitting out there at a year saying, I'm jumping all the hoops, this is bullshit, I want my kids back? What do you say to that struggling mom who just wants her kids back?
I would tell girls, even in the sober house all the time, that like, as long as your kids are safe, they're with family wherever they are, that take this time for you and to heal and to focus on your recovery, get strong in your recovery, right? Because I guarantee you there's a point, and I know for me, like in my addiction, where all I wanted was some support for somebody to like take my kids so I could go to treatment, so I could heal or something. So it's like, I tell them like, hey, you're never going to, like, once you get your kids back, you're never going to have this much free time to go to meetings and, get a job or whatever to like solidify your life for when they come back. Like, I know that you miss them, but as long as they're safe, get healthy. So that way you never have to do this again.
I'm so glad you're sharing what you're sharing. Like, that's huge.
Yeah.
You know how many guys I'm in a goals group with guys like between 2 years and 15 years. And every single one I've heard say, like, God, just back to those easy days at the sober house.
Mhm.
But while we're at the sober house, like, I can't wait to get a house, a car, I can't get it, move on.
Yeah.
And now it's like, damn, there's, you know how easy it was. And all I had to do
No.
was worry about self.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, no, that's huge. And I'm not glad that was your biggest hurdle, but I'm glad that you shared what you just shared. Like, I think a lot of people out there who are going to hear this needed to hear what you've been through and the outcome of it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And that you weren't the whole time like, oh, things are working. No, you're like, where's my promise? Where's my kids? Why ain't it, you know?
Yeah. And I wanted it to happen faster. And I'm so grateful that it did. Like, throughout all this, right, getting my kids back, like, we got engaged. We just bought a house. We bought a duplex, actually.
Did end up getting a duplex.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Why you gotta put my business out there like that to the World Wide Web? But no, just
you
kidding.
said you got married. You didn't mention the part you got divorced.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, huh. Look at
Yeah.
that. Oh.
Yeah.
So you guys did end up getting, are you staying on one side, fixing up the other type, or you're
It's
staying?
all remodeled. Ooh, it's yeah. It was on the market 3 days. And shout out to Mary Margie Pierce. I love her so much. She's like my mentor, my financial mentor, my sponsor, my boss. And she really was pushing me to Lare, get a duplex, get a duplex, get a duplex, get a duplex. Like, you basically, like, what you do all day long, like, for me in my job, you know, is not only directing, you know, the clients, but like the houses themselves. Like, you know how to take care of a house.
Right.
You know how to basically be a landlord because you're like my property manager for all these houses. So I was really scared, and I was like, okay, I'll do it. And we found one that we loved. It was on the market for 3 days.
Nice.
We already have tenants in there. They're amazing. Like, it's just, it
Score.
worked out. Yeah, it really worked out. Like,
That's real dope.
and it's like, and we talk about this, like, I never would have thought that was in my cards. You know, I don't think he did either. And like, we really, like, I just wanted to be clean. When I set out for this, I just wanted to stop using. That's all that I wanted to do, was just not be depressed, not feel that feeling anymore.
That I don't care. All I want is not to get sick and try to get high.
And like the depression and the hopelessness, like, I was just like, I just was so done with that. So it was like, when I set out for this, I gained so much more emotionally, spiritually, financially, all of these things, relationships, like, far more than it far exceeded my expectation, you know? And so I'm grateful. Like,
What was the name of the sister tribe that helped pay for your treatment?
Oneida Nation.
Oneida?
Yeah. Oneida.
Oneida Nation.
Yeah, they're right next to Green Bay.
Oh, is that way?
Yeah.
Okay. Shit, that's a powerful story, girl.
And I really like went super, super fast through it and just like, yeah, this. But like, okay, so one thing that I really, 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 really recommend is working the steps.
What steps are you talking about?
The AA steps, the 12 steps.
12 steps
Yeah.
of Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So Margie worked the steps with me, right? I now sponsor women through AA, and I'm now doing my NA steps too.
Come on now.
Yeah. So
You want to talk about, you got the step working guide workbook?
Yeah. I'll
There's only 144 questions on the first step.
73.
Whatever.
No, it's not. It's actually 69. I counted.
What a
I
two-year-old. I love
numbered
you, bro.
all of them. Okay. And Angel would be sitting there with me. Like, you know what I mean? I'd be like, oh my God, hand cramping, looking at him, like reliving all my trauma, just trying to write it down. Oh my God. That was just like last
They
week.
all help in the end. Like,
No,
it all helps
absolutely.
self-growth.
Yeah. And it was like, I work both programs. You know, I'm just as much an alcoholic as I am an addict.
Mm.
I'm both, and I relate to both literature.
Yep.
I take what I need from both literature while still respecting the programs, you know.
Singleness of purpose and clarity. No, yeah, no, it's just some literature bugs, any Nazis and the
Right.
whatever. No, I get it.
But it's like, but even
right
when
there with
people
you.
say that, where it's like, oh, the clarity statement, which I respect both programs, right? But my thing is that like my recovery is personal to me.
That's right.
You know,
That's
like
right.
as long as it's keeping me clean, I don't take other people's inventory.
Nope.
That's not my place. So if I'm reading this book, reading that book, right, and it's keeping me here and it's keeping me in these rooms, and it's, you know what I mean?
Unless someone asks me about themselves, like, hey, Tim, I'm doing this. What do you think? It's not my place to tell anyone about their recovery.
Right. We were just at a meeting last night and somebody said they're like, don't let anybody read the book to you. You know, like have your own experience.
Right,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Because that's just me trying to like enforce my will on other people,
Mhm.
right?
It's you playing
know?
God.
Yeah. And so it's just like I work both programs and you know what I mean? I show up to AA meetings, NA meetings, both the conventions, and it's just like it's personal to me and
Right.
it's super sacred to me and it's working for me. So
Yep. I literally I was on a call for 45 minutes with that was the topic. And it's like, it's not my place. In early recovery, I felt a little different, but like, because I was a heroin junkie that found his recovery in AA.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm like, nope, that's what works. But over time, like, it's not this is what worked for me. If you want to hear it, cool.
Yeah.
It's that easy.
Absolutely.
They say, if you want what I had, do what I did. Otherwise, go have your own experience. Like, that's the key. I love you. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you so much.
But you're not kicked out yet. This
Okay.
is just because now we're gonna hear a little bit about your story. If you're okay with that. Oh wait, let me unmute you because you ain't being loud. Who are you again?
I'm Jocelyn and I'm an alcoholic.
Thank you, Jocelyn. So tell me about yourself. How do you open that up? All right, time to share your experience, strength, and hope. Share what you're comfortable sharing with us. Let's do that.
Well, thanks for sharing. I love learning more and more about you. And God's been creeping on my life lately. Like it's I mean, I just met him. Like, you know, you don't know. I do. Like, but and like this last week has been really, really hard because I just celebrated my 1 year.
Come on now.
Celebrate clean time around here.
Celebrate clean time.
Yeah. And I had all these because like I've had a lot of seizures and I've had a lot of memory lost. And so it's been hard picking up the pieces of my past and not letting emotions run the feelings that I have right now that have absolutely nothing to do with right now. So it's just been, I'm like, why do I feel this? And I figured that out today. And like God showed me all these things, and part of it was you and your story. And it's just like you're here to show me the hope, because I'm you know, a mom that lost her kids. I lost my mind, and the only solution I had was alcohol. That was the only thing that could calm the storm. They didn't get me on medication for a really long time, and I had moved to an island in Washington. So it was beautiful, but it was an island, and I did not know anybody, and so I was alone, and I lost my mind, and my ex-husband stopped sending food, stopped calling me, stopped everything. So I had to bring my kids back here to Minnesota to my family, and I had to get help and because I just broke, and I knew that if I didn't do something, my kids would hurt, and I couldn't do that. So I got my kids safe, and I didn't get any better right away, and a lot of bad things happened in between then and the time that my kids they actually got taken from me. But they took that as that was actually the reason why. It was because they said that I had abandoned them, which is on paper, yeah. And it took a really long time to get over that and to get through it, because it's like, I'm not a bad person. I'm like, I didn't hurt my kids. I didn't want them to have to go through any of this. So that was that shame and that guilt and like and the mental disease that was just like I was going insane. I was institutionalized. I was in and out of the hospital. I mean, they kept giving me medications that made me suicidal, and it was just in and out of the hospital. And I had like a year and a half of sobriety and like a year and like, or not years, like 9 months. And then like, it was just, there was just all these big tries, but like, I just didn't have all of it. And I didn't have God.
Mhm.
I didn't grow up with God. I grew up with a lot of people that loved me. And, when they left, went away, I looked for men to fill
Mhm.
those spots, and it's just like, and then when like that just when those things went away, it was just like alcohol, and I put alcohol right up on that chair, and it just like would just pour into every cup, and just until it just started overflowing until it was drowning me. And I couldn't do it anymore. And this last year, over a year ago, I went to I went to Serenity Village,
Yeah.
which is right down the street from my house. And I parked in the parking lot, and I was like, God, I'm losing my mind. I can't do this. The medications are killing me. I'm all alone. I don't have anything, and this is it. Like I'm gonna end up in the hospital again. And so I walk in, and it's an AA meeting, and they're making sandwiches for the homeless.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so they sit around, and they all give me all this hope, and then they like give me some gloves, and they say, here, help somebody. And I'm like, okay, but I can't. And then like in my mind, it's like, here's how to help somebody else, and here's how you can help yourself. Yeah, I know. So I've been following God's voice ever since. Like I've just been like, okay, like what should I be doing? Where do I need to go? Took me to West End. Took me to Just Hope.
Yeah.
And brought me here to Willworks, to karaoke.
What works?
It got me to it put me into places and put women and men into my passenger seat to take to meetings every week. I have not gone 1 week without somebody sitting in my passenger seat, and I need it just as much as they do. It's like it's literally just been a one hell of a fucking ride. Like, so yeah.
No, you're good. I think I got a call because we may have. Hello? Did I lose audio? Nope, we didn't. We're good. Okay. Yep. Nope. In the middle of a podcast. I'll call you back here in a minute. I'm so sorry. No, the only reason that person calls is whatever. No, their internet went out. They were like, no, my God, my internet. Nope, you got audio, I'm sure. That's beautiful what you just shared. Like, God was your answer. And walking into Serenity Village was that Just Hope spot. Is that what it was? Like when you walked into Serenity, and what was it? Someone just was like, was it you that formed that thought? Like, well, shit, I guess I'll make sandwiches for someone. And now, oh, I'm helping someone else. Oh, and this is helping me. Or did someone explain that to you?
No, that just
You felt
came
that-
to in my mind. Like when I got into the car, I was just like, I couldn't breathe.
Come
And
on.
I was crying, and I was just like, I was putting together. I was like, if I can make sandwiches for somebody, if I could do something for somebody else, then I can do this for myself. If I can help somebody else to get through today, I can get through today. And all I got to do is just find somebody else. And I just got to keep looking for something else. And then I was like, okay, I want to be of service more. So I was looking for more service, and I wasn't like posting, like I didn't want to have the
'Cause it didn't
world
matter
to
what
know.
memory.
Right. No, I could not have the world to know. Like I needed the quiet, because the more quiet things were, the more I could hear God. Like the more outside things, like the more people were talking and gossiping and fighting. And it was just like, it was just so much. And I just could not hear God. And so I didn't just isolate. I walked away from a lot of situations that I didn't need to be in.
Turned all out for the better though, huh?
It turned out for the bestest, I guess.
There's a guy that we have on the show once a month. His name's Rick, and he's a beast in this whole thing. But if you hear his story, the early days, and I regurgitate a lot of his shit just because it hits. But yeah, you know Ricky, shit. Yeah, shit. That's the boy who molded Johnny.
Resurrection Rick.
He talks about in his early days, like shit, nothing was working, but he went and did some service work, and he realized that that evening or whatever, like he was like, my depression was gone. Like that was the first time, like in a long time after all the and it was service work, doing some shit for someone else. God's plan. Now that shit's powerful. What you just shared, like that's real powerful. And you being able to articulate, like, yeah, I needed to shut all this bullshit off so I could hear what's helping me. Like shit, I could end the show on that. Real talk. But we're not gonna, because that's just not what I do. Why would I end on a high?
Yeah, we don't do that.
So wait, not because listen, there's more to your story than that. And that's what you want. You're good sharing what you shared, but like that effect of serenity to this, to that, to here, like who's the dude to your left? How do you know him?
John. Well, I met him at West End.
West End?
Yes, West End. Alano.
West End. I wrote down Weston, like the name Weston. Like, who's this dude Weston? I thought John's real name was John. I'm for real. All right, so yeah, West End. Yeah, you met him at West End. Sorry, yeah.
Yes, actually, yeah. God sent me to him for sure. It was a pure. It was purely God formulated. I mean, so many times he was here when I first came to karaoke. He was here on the podcast. I was like, why am I here? Why am I here? And I was like, oh, it's probably for karaoke. I was like, because I do karaoke. and then I did one song and I just left. And I didn't even know that he was here. And then there was just all these other moments. There's people coming up to me at other Alanos, other places saying, hey, do you know John? Like, you sound like John. I'm like, no, who's John? Like, and I was just like, I don't. And so it just kept happening. And then it was just sign after sign. And I was like, oh my gosh. But there was this moment he talked about that he had a past with domestic violence and things like that. And I was just like, well, you know what? So have I. And I don't think that I need to choose a path that could put me in a position like that again. I don't feel like I need to go through it again. It's just like, why should I? But the same time, it's like I was just like, I'm not gonna not be this person's friend. Of course, like I'm gonna fucking be in this person's life. And so I'm like in the outskirts. I'm just like, okay, I can be cool. We can be cool. That's it. That'll be I'll just be his friend. And then like, I don't know. And he would like give me a hug and I'm like, oh no. Yeah. I'm like, he'll know that I like him. and he's like over there. He's like, man, I make this girl so uncomfortable.
She hated me. I thought I just made her like I terrified her.
Yes. Only you two are on camera now. We're using this white one. Just heads up. So you're good. Okay. Look at the love you said. Look at they're melting each other up. I love it. So like you're helping each other break down some barriers. Like things are happening. You're like, God put this man in my life.
Yeah.
So I guess it's needless to be like, so you have a higher power, right? And how's it working in your life right now? Like, how would you explain God is working in your life today? You know what? Your higher power. Let's just keep that. It makes it easier for others to understand what I'm asking.
Well, okay, I'll put it this way. When I first started coming into the rooms, I didn't have an idea, but I knew something was more. There was something more. Just didn't know what it was. And they said to use a doorknob, and I thought it was the most. It was the most ludicrous thing. I was like, who says something like that? Who would do that? And so I was just like, nah, that's stupid. And then years go by, things aren't working. And like now it's like I've gone through so many times where I've been in the hospital, time and time again, because of suicide, and knowing that like I was trying so hard to take myself out. There had to be something just like as or more powerful trying to keep me here. So it's like I had to like understand there was something out there really orchestrating things. And then I realized, right all the way back, circling back to the doorknob, I was like, what have I been doing is just like closing doors on God this whole entire time, instead of just letting him be the doorknob and opening the door. You know what I'm saying? Know what
Where's
I'm
that
saying?
mic at? Yeah, come on, John.
So I'm letting him open doors. That's what I'm doing. And that's how he's playing a part in my life right now.
Hey, that you know what? Like, have you done anything with Just Hope?
I've been out. I think I dressed up as a clown the first time I went out.
Was it initiation? What the hell you guys got dressed up like clown?
It's all by personal choice. It's great. She was the AA clown.
Yeah,
Nice.
it was about to be Halloween, and I was that AA clown that everyone be talking about. So yeah, I was just going to all the Alanos as that, and I had it in the car, and I was just like, let me just be a clown. And I was like, and I don't even know why I was doing that. Like, I was like, God, why am I doing this? And he's like, you'll see. And he's like, he did that for him. Because I'm not usually a clown.
Someone they could bring it to draw a lot of attention.
Someone personally messaged me and said they really like your hair.
Oh,
I don't just.
thank you.
Hey, you've got nice hair.
I actually,
There, you happy?
I've lost my hair twice in my life. This is a wig.
Oh, they really like your wig.
And TikTok shop, shout out. Wig shop or wig talk.
Hang on a sec. Hang on.
Let's get that
Yeah.
5% of all proceeds will go to Just Hope.
Don't say
You
that.
should.
Can't say that.
You wear it better than anyone I've ever seen wear one.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. There. All right. I'm having a weird conversation with someone I'm not looking at. It's the mic. All right. You happy now? I'm a dark.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. So this is the part of the show where we do some other things.
Ooh, what's some other things?
Let's get weird.
Down again. Let's get
What's some other
Lean
things?
over there. Who? Oh, wait. We got to do this again.
Jesus. I'll just call me
Who are you, young man?
I'm Angel, recovering addict.
Welcome back to the show. Does Just Hope have anything on the horizon?
Come on, does Just Hope have anything coming up? What do you mean? Like,
Who are you? John, recovering addict. The crazy thing is, Just Hope, May 16th has a Hot Rods for Hope. Our first annual Hot Rod show will be at 2200 Mounds View Boulevard. That's right. It's at the Mermaid.
the mermaid?
If you'd like to come check it out, we're going to have motorcycles. We're going to have car audio, super bass competitions.
Is that
if
audio?
you'd like to, and also a car show. Plus, if you would like to, you can get your name right here on this little flyer, and you can be one of our sponsored members just by getting your name on there. And then you could come put a table up at the Mermaid.
At the mermaid.
That's right. They're gonna have food out there, hot rods, all sorts of
Oh, you
hope.
can't really can't. There you go. Perfect.
Be hot rodding for hope. That's all we'd be doing.
Hot rodding for hope.
And
And then come on.
next Saturday, if you'd like to come down to 550 Rice Street. That sounded so corny.
No, it
Come
didn't.
down
It
to
sounded good.
550 Rice Street. We do outreach every other Saturday. Next Saturday will be our big outreach again.
Mhm.
And that's an opportunity for you to be part of the community and bring heat to the homeless. That's right. Hope, heat to the homeless. Yeah. I'm good at these things, man.
Yeah, you
And
are.
smiles.
We do have a sponsorship with a wonderful company that provides propane for us, so we can give heat to the people in the encampments, and we also bring out food.
Lots
And
of food.
if you didn't hear about what both these ladies said, they both said that serving other people is what gives them their hope.
Get closer. Yeah,
That's right. So serving other people is what keeps a lot of people sober. I know for myself, service work is where I found God because I saw him in myself as I saw others that were struggling. So if you'd like to give back to the communities that we've taken so much from by making amendments and changing your behaviors, that's crazy. It's like there's a step for that. If you'd like to do that, you can join us at 550 Rice Street next Saturday at 12:30, and we'll be going out. And don't forget about Hot Rods for Hope. I ain't even got to breathe, bro.
All right.
Don't like that.
So now we take the hard left-hand turn. Pick a number 1 through 100. Larry,
88.
Oh my
88.
god! I thought that.
you were picking 88 too? All right, well then. If you had to be a season, summer, winter, spring, fall, what season would you be?
Fall.
Oh, me?
Now you.
Oh, summer.
Summer. Okay. Well, you guys got your number out. Pick a number 1 through 100. Angel.
91.
91. How fun. 91. If you could live anywhere in the world for 1 year, where would it be?
Please do know Hawaii, bro.
For 1 year?
Where for 1 year?
1 year.
It would have to be like, I don't know, like Paris. Actually, I really want to go to. I've been thinking like a lot. I really want to go to like where the desert is.
Australia?
Egypt.
Egypt.
I want to check out Egypt, bro.
Nice.
Anunnaki stuff.
Pick a number 1 through 100.
36.
36.
Time.
If you were a color, what color would you be?
I used to do this thing where it was like orange, but during my meditation, there was this emerald star of David that I saw, so I'd have to go with green.
You part of the tribe?
That's
No,
Okay.
that's really weird because when I'm looking at you, the reflection right behind you is green.
it's crazy.
Hey, no, it's emerald.
Right.
Pick a number 1 through 100.
Mm,
Hmm.
4.
Hold on to that. Pick a number 1 through 100.
9.
9. Best number in the world. If you were an ice cream flavor, which one would you be?
Shouldn't you be asking him?
Rocky Road.
Rocky Road. If you could be an ice cream flavor, what would it be?
With sprinkles. I don't even know what the kind that is.
I don't think that is an ice cream flavor.
I
Okay,
feel like
let's
we go to
create it.
cold, so
Confetti. Oh.
I feel like it is.
I feel like we can make it.
I feel like
No, no. Let's go. Egypt next year. Dakota said, let's go. Sounds off? Shit. See?
Boy, Dakota.
Dakota said what? Let's go to Egypt.
Hello. Oh.
As long as they accept felons.
Oh, shit. Hello, everybody out there. I fucked that up. That was all me. God damn it.
we
God
can
damn it.
pick a new number.
No, that was all me. I just did that. I 86 their audio. You joking? Fuck me. Sorry, kiddos. So you cut out right when. Goodbye. Hello, everybody. This is Tim, the guy. Can you hear me yet? I'm not shy.
I am not shy.
Bars.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, we were done with audio. You fucking punk. Damn. Well, we'll try one more hard thing. Damn, we were kind of at the wrap-up session, but that
We
ain't.
were.
We had some things I had to share. All right, hang on. I got to type something to all
Ooh,
these people
feather.
out there.
Dakota said, lame. Really? You're funny.
Lame.
Fix the sound. Yeah, because you said lame. Lame. That's an 80. Yeah. Dave said 81, bro. Do better. Do better, bro.
Who said what?
Don't worry about it.
You
You read the comments when you decide to watch it.
Oh gosh. I looked. I looked.
I
Oh, yeah, don't
looked.
do that.
Why did I look? I
What'd
don't
you
know.
look
It's
at?
like looking down. Okay.
What'd you look at?
Don't
Nothing.
look at the-
I didn't look at
You don't
anything.
want to see. You know what I mean?
There was nothing. I'm kidding.
You got. I'm slow, so. Oh, maybe this is it. You got the show on your phone, right? Yeah. So we got Shanghai. I've been waiting all day to say that. Shanghai. All right, reload.
Was because we also have a new founder
Oh.
now. Dan Mack's the new founder.
How does that work?
I almost started.
I was having a new
Man.
founder.
I was gonna start talking about him too because I saw you popped on the.
And Josh is extremely pissed off at us right now.
Why?
Because we didn't invite him.
That's on me.
Listen, it was Lare was invited.
It was
I-
the reason.
I know.
We just
It was, and
hijacked.
it was tonight that
Literally.
I almost went into the whole story, and I'm like, nah, fuck it. It sounds goofy. I'm like, well, Lare.
We asked him last week to come to Will Works.
It's-
He didn't want to come.
Man, that's right. He didn't want to come for karaoke, so you like to come for the rest, bro. So how about the rest?
Oh, shit. Yeah, I should have reached out to Kim. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even know he was in a relationship.
Listen, this is news.
All right.
It just happened. We're just.
This was her day.
It was. No, it was.
And
At
then
least
she
that-
invited
and-
us because
The cat idea she wanted Josh to be part of that, and
don't even lie. So apparently we have sound back. Josh has heard everything we just.
You're on some bullshit, Josh.
Hold on.
You didn't hear nothing. We got sound?
What's he saying?
All right, go ahead. Now you can talk.
Josh, you got sound?
You're on some bullshit. I never told you that. I never said that not one time. Show your text messages. Show the.
Busted. Just take the L, John.
Okay, you're right. You're right. My bad.
All
I
right.
apologize.
And Josh, if I'd have known that there was other women coming, I would have made sure I reached out to Kim because I wanted this to be the women of just hope. Once I found out that John's better half is here. Sorry, bro. Do we got sound? I'm not hearing shit.
It's Dan you need to make amends to.
Yeah, no, I was gonna start talking about
Jenny
Dan
now?
too. They just said that.
Jenny.
And Jenny, they're engaged.
Oh
Yeah, that's crazy.
man, we gotta have a reboot on this show.
He said he didn't know that we have another
Yeah.
founder, like I just said.
Can you hear us right now, Josh? Can someone tell me if we got sound?
Can you hear us right now, Josh?
All right, so
We thought we lost sound.
I thought no, like I legit can't hear shit in my headphone.
No,
No,
sound's been on you. What are you watching on YouTube?
but it was Dakota. Dakota's the one who said no sound, and then I.
He said he's watching on Facebook. It's live right now.
All right, so everyone can hear us acting a fucking fool.
That's great.
And
Why-
cousin.
Well, you know,
Yeah,
we,
yeah, raw dogging. I didn't talk shit about my girl, did I? No, I ain't got shit to say to my girl about my girl.
Cody can't hear it because he lost his own sound. Forget him.
Maybe
All
I
right,
should have
we love
thought
you.
that angle.
We'll
Like
talk to you
maybe it's
soon.
the person.
Peace.
Oh hell no!
I didn't
We
say
are
all those
live
things
as
about my
fuck.
life, did I?
Wow. All right. So no, my shit. I'm telling you, my shit just keeps hearing
Dakota,
someone
why did
laugh.
Dakota
That's just
say
funny.
sound off?
Nah, listen, watch this.
Cody lost his sound. So everything we said is about the spiritual
Hang on.
practice of drawing closer to God, not being perfect. We are not saints.
You know what? Who will hear it
I ain't
needs
got
to.
shit to say. Oh, yep, we are live. So that's why our numbers went up to 33, and we've been at like 15 from the one platform. So times that by about 12.
Yeah.
About 400 to 600 people listen to me act a fucking idiot. Great. I love you, Jessica. So number 81, someone asked us to pick for the table to read and answer. Some of these are so deep, and then some are, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite meal to cook and why? We'll go with this. What's your favorite meal to cook and why?
enchiladas because I know how to make them from scratch.
Angel, favorite food to cook and why?
Salmon.
Salmon.
Salmon. Bro, I make some bomb salmon.
I'm gonna call
Yeah.
bullshit until I try it. I just found out about.
I make some mango salmon.
Oh, sweet salmon.
Mango, so good.
My girl makes the most firest salmon with this brown sugar because it's sweet.
Brown
So I got to
sugar.
try your shit. Brown
Bro.
sugar. It's almost a teriyaki. Brown sugar and I think some soy sauce and some ginger and I think some onion powder and some. I won't keep giving away your secrets.
Yeah.
But I didn't know I even liked it. I didn't know I liked it
Well,
until
all we
we're at
do-
my
all
little
we-
camper. She made it.
All I do
Boy.
is basically I slice a bunch of mangoes, bro, and I got
I hope you're
this,
listening.
mango seasoning, and I put it on it, bro. It tastes like butter. It's
Larry,
so good.
is it good?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. All right.
It's fine.
What's your favorite thing to cook and why?
I like pasta. I like
Pasta.
carbs.
I'm ready.
But like there's this one pasta that I make with like chicken, sauteed mushrooms and onions
Oh.
and bacon,
Oh,
like crushed up or like you bake the bacon. I bake the bacon
Yeah.
and then I cut it all up and I grill up the chicken and then another pan I saute the mushrooms and the onions and it's like in like a it's not
I'm
Alfredo
gonna go
sauce,
home and
but
eat.
it's
Yeah,
it's
bro,
a-
your mouth watering too.
yeah, it's a white
You
sauce.
wanna leave, bro?
White 4 cheese sauce, but it's not Alfredo with noodles. And then I usually do like garlic bread or garlic.
What are you
doing
doing
to
to me?
Yeah, it's fire. You
Have
had
some.
it.
Listen, I've eaten everything you've ever cooked. I have never fallen sick.
Yeah.
So thank you. I love you both.
All right. So who? I had you pick that number, right? You picked the last one before we lost.
What
And
number
then-
is
It was 4 and 9.
It was 3.
I want to know her
No.
favorite.
No, it was a corny one. It was
Yeah,
like
what's your favorite thing to
9.
cook,
Yeah, you
Jocelyn?
picked 9. You picked 4, and we
Yeah.
didn't get to your 4
Yeah.
because I had you both.
But I
answer
want to know
9.
what she likes to cook.
That part.
Oh, I didn't ask you, son of a bitch. I got sold out. I'm like, oh, that tastes so good. All right, another number.
I don't want to tell you.
I need to know.
Actually, does it have to be cooked?
Whatever she said, I'm the best at making
I'm a sushi
cereal.
chef.
Oh, for real?
Sushi?
I used to teach people how to do
That's like
sushi.
an art.
I used to go to their houses and I'd just do all the setup and I'd
No
teach them how to
shit.
roll and I would have sushi parties and
Bro. No, I watched this whole like I got my culinary arts degree. I went to school for it.
Yeah.
I watched the whole ass special, like 45-minute special about like the proper Japanese sushi roll. Like it's a fucking art. Like people are asleep on how intricate it really is. So for you to be going to play, like, kudos. All right.
I did a long time ago. Like I stopped
It's like
doing
riding
that.
a bike.
No, I know how to
spin
do
up
it in
and-
my sleep. Yeah, no, I could do it in my sleep.
Number 4. What is your most used emoji?
Heart eyes.
Heart
I send
eyes.
them to Angel.
The smiley face with the heart eyes.
Yeah.
Everybody
Right?
out, yeah.
Yeah. That babe?
This is a
Yeah.
table one.
No,
What's
it's
what's
like
their most used emoji?
Yeah.
John.
Sparkles and hearts. Just put the sparkle back.
What's your favorite? What's your most used emoji?
John.
The smiley face?
So the
Just the teeth?
yeah,
Like someone that just geeking? Like, "Ah!"
oh no, like
That's what I just said.
Oh, the grinding teeth. The grinding
No,
teeth.
I did not.
Oh.
It's like eek, like oh, okay, no.
Yeah, I just
I'm like,
said-
maybe not.
Angel, what's your most used emoji? The arm?
Yeah.
Stay strong, baby.
Angel, pick a number. We'll do one more round.
Let's do 47. 40, 46.
44. You said it 7 times, bro.
46 or 47?
46.
What was the worst haircut you ever had?
haircut?
Haircut.
Bro, my hair. I used to cut my hair all the time, bro. I even had it with just this part, just the top with the bangs.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. With
What's
the
that
tail.
called? What's that called?
In a ducktail?
And the
Nice.
What's that called?
It's called the Angel. Shit, I've been going bald since I was 14. I don't know about hair.
Hey, I went bald twice and it was great.
It was, huh?
It was
No
so-
more
it was
hassle, no
so
more headaches.
nice. I looked amazing too.
Yeah.
It was
This is where you say you look amazing.
Yeah, she already knows.
I'm
yeah,
just
I'm a
There is nothing she can do.
Switch
She's a
army,
Swiss
I'm a-
Army knife of girlfriend. Come out a different chick every
Oh.
time. It's a great time.
Ah,
It's
who
It
just
is.
picked that? Angel? You
Yeah.
picked that. Batters up.
54.
Ooh, topic. Jeez, these are always... What's your favorite sandwich?
Oh, it's a bachelor sandwich my grandma made.
Break it up. What is that?
Okay, so it's okay.
Nice.
It's a fried egg with mustard and jalapeno jelly with peanut butter.
Bro, makes me almost want to smoke a joint and go eat it.
My grandma.
That just sounds like some munchy shit.
My grandma was not. That's how it was. She grew up with.
That- no, it sounds
it's
fire,
A
like-
family sandwich.
That's the type of shit I eat when I got the munchies right there. Woo, when I had the munchies. I got to
Yeah, right.
when I had the munchies. I
Get
look at me, I
spiritual
still get the munchies, just spiritual munchies. That a boy. Thank you,
Spiritual,
John.
yes.
John, pick a number 1 through 100. 70 deuce. Not a favorite one, is it? Yep, it is. What is your favorite TV show?
I don't have time to watch TV. Oh, The Chosen, done.
Yeah.
Say less. Like that one's easy breezy.
That is a goodie. That was one of the first little reels I was watching. I start crying over it. It was when he was at the woman at the well. Like that shit hit.
Kane,
Yeah. And he's a great actor.
Kane, we got.
Oh, yeah, we got a bunch of them.
we got
Ongoing, we're waiting
Snowfall.
for seasons.
Snowfall's are really good at.
Have
Yeah.
you guys ever seen good, now I got people
Yellowstone,
here.
I watched Yellowstone, The Walking Dead.
Black no what the hell is this called? I take screenshots of it while I'm on TikTok, like all these little clips of a movie, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch this later. This was called Black Mirror.
Oh.
Yeah.
Isn't it good?
It is. It will.
Like there's 8 seasons though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Watch
It's-
it.
Are
it
they
gets-
all
but you have to be
together? Or is it
really-
all different shit?
It's all different short stories about the same idea, and
And it's like in
gonna
the same
reality.
universe type of.
Oh,
idea.
see, yeah, because I saw one where this dude like he drew something, put on a camera, and knocked everyone the hell out.
Yeah.
And then and then one where black dude, what's his name? He played not Susan B. Anthony or Jordan B. Anthony.
Michael B. Jordan.
They're playing these video games, bro.
Bro, they
So
fall
watch
in
it.
love?
Yeah,
Dude.
they're on their smash.
Yes, it's crazy.
So watch it.
Yes, watch.
We're watching Black Mirror. That's the new one. What platform is it on?
I don't even know.
Netflix, Hulu, Stars.
something. Google. How can I watch?
Yeah. I bet.
For free.
All right, last number. Pick.
96.
Oh no. I should tell people 1 through 9. Oh no, 96. Okay, good.
If it's like a, what's your favorite?
No,
Let's do
no,
a
it's
different
not.
one.
If
Okay,
you
cool.
could be any supernatural creature, what would it be and
Oh,
why?
that's fucking cool. Bro.
I already have it. Supernatural.
Supernatural creature.
You're right.
I
What
want to
is
be a
it?
witch
Yeah.
Why?
because I feel like I already am.
I was gonna say like too close to home.
We're doing this
Yeah.
around the table. Angel, supernatural creature, and why?
Supernatural creature. Be like
Vampire.
Black werewolf.
Oh, you're Edward and you're
Yeah.
Oh,
bro.
bro.
I'm-
He's
I'm
Jacob
fucking-
and Edward.
Hey, bro.
Bro, I Twilight all day.
I love how I know all his answers.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You guys would be good on the cut. What the newlywed? Yeah. They said, "Where's the weirdest place you ever had sex?" And he said, "That'd be in the butt." That's it. That's an old from the 70s. Like that's a highlight from the 70s. Or no, they asked the girl, and she the host name is Bob, and they said to her, "Where's the weirdest place you've ever had sex?" You know, like in the
Yeah.
she's like, "That'd be in the butt, Bob." That's just serious.
No.
All right. Batters up. If you could be any supernatural creature.
Well, the first thing that came to mind was one of those whales that can fly through space. Have you?
Narwhal? No,
Narwhal?
no, them are the ones with the horns. But I think of Rick and Morty instantly. Them ones on the retro show, the retro episode where they be flying through the air. But whatever. I don't know what whales fly. Which ones are you talking about?
It's a supernatural creature.
Is it from-
No, I'm not doubting. I'm not doubting you. Like, is it on the show?
Avatar?
I
Falcor?
can't remember where I've
He's a
where I've
buffalo,
known
like
it
a
where I've
buffalo.
known it from. I just know that.
Have you
it's
ever
a
seen
supernatural
Love,
creature.
Death, Robots or something like that?
Yes.
There's an episode on there where this old salesman and young salesman get stuck out in the desert and like the whole desert comes alive, and there's these whales flying around. You know what type of? Maybe that's what that I don't know.
Maybe that's where it's from.
That's
I don't
where it
know.
could be
I've
from.
I've had a lot of damage.
John, if you could be any supernatural creature, what would it be? Wizard.
I got to go with already.
You guys remember for reals? They still have them for real. They're where are they from? Like Super America and Holiday have them. They're ice cream treats. They're called for reals. They're little ice cream treats. You put them in the machine, it spins them up.
Oh yeah.
When they first came out, their whole thing was it was a wizard dude. Kind of looked like you, bro. Serious. All right, I can tell it's that wrapped
What
up.
do you got? What's up? What do you
Yeah,
got?
what is your?
I've got the name of the show is Attitude for Gratitude. What's your gratitude look like, Lare?
I'm so grateful for. Let's see. I'm grateful that lately all the peace and the promises that I worked for, that I wanted, that I finally have, and I feel like I can finally breathe and like just sit still and enjoy it. Like it was like the first couple years were just like grinding, struggle, went like it all over. And I feel like I'm at a place where like I can breathe. Like I have accomplished everything that I've set out to do up to this point, and now it's just like peace.
Oh, peace. You're grateful for the peace.
Yeah.
Attitude for Gratitude. That's the name of the show. Tell me about what your gratitude looks like today.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the bad times,
Mm.
and I'm also grateful for perspective. Being able to get out of the perspective that I had and the willingness to be able to get into to see outside of myself and what I thought I knew, like living in curiosity rather than certainty. I'm so grateful for that. Yeah, that's I'm grateful also for Lare and John and Angel and being here at Will Works. So thank you.
That 1 year.
Yeah.
We celebrate clean time. All right. So, this is that part of the show where I have to look at me again and turn this over to Bob. There. Everybody out there, my fingers in your face. We got to do big shout outs now. Everyone who was on tonight and checked in and made some comments and posts. Sorry if I didn't get to any of your questions. I only got to one, and I apologize about that. But I mean, Dakota and Dan and trying to really rip through here. Dave and LJL and Taylor and John and Charlie and Leo and Paul and Frank and Dee Dee and
Shout out to Jocelyn's
and
mom.
Shout out to Jocelyn's mom,
Jocelyn's mom
who's taking care of Trigger. Thank you, and shout out to Leah. Love you.
and Leah, and big shout out to Josh and Kim and
I
Dan.
love
Big shout out to you on the new promotion, but you know what? I want to hear none about it. I want you on the show to tell us about it. Period. I'll reach out to you later tonight about that. Real talk, I will. Also, Onita, no, it's not Oneida Nation. It's what?
Oneida.
Oneida Nation. Big shout out to Oneida Nation. Mary and Margie, Fellowship Recovery, 1800 Chicago, Sober Softball, Minak, and Serene. Hey, this is everything that was brought up during the show. Not Weston, but West End, Alano, Just Hope, and TikTok Shop, and a car show that's coming up here soon for Just Hope on
May 16th.
May 16th, and everything else. Like, I threw the website up on here. So if you guys got any questions, concerns, you want to donate or do what have you, like, I know it's the girls' shows tonight, but we've got justhopemn.org. That's what's on your screen, and it will be there. So share the show with people after you hear it. Share it. And reach out if you're struggling. If you're struggling, reach out. I got my number going across the bottom. You can dial 988 if you're having some self-harm thoughts. Like, please utilize that number. You can call Intergroup, or you can call Just Hope, and the number is, damn, I had it on my fast links here too.
612-469-0726.
612-469-7026.
Yeah.
I remembered all that. Damn.
Or
Or you can contact us at 952-956-4193.
952-956
4193.
4193. Hop on to justhope.org, justhopemn.org. So yeah, if you are struggling, please reach out, everybody. And there were some other things I wanted to say, but I'm grateful for my guests. Thank you both for sharing your stories tonight. Thank you for getting a little uncomfortable, sharing some things that aren't always the easiest. So we appreciate you. And next week, beep, boop, boop. Next week, I'm Gonzo. I'm gonna be in some nice ass weather, and it better be nice, damn it. And we're gonna have Kevin on here, and come on down if you want to be on the show. Come on down, support it, or just come get some karaoke on. I can hear him out there still belting out some music. This stuff goes on to like midnight, so like this is something to do on a Friday night. It's clean, healthy, sober, fun. Other than that, like we will see you later. Dakota, good. Gonna be home. All right. Love you guys all. We'll see you later. Bye. Hell of a show.